As a family physician, I've had the honor of working with thousands of patients over the years. Many have turned to me in their moments of greatest joy and deepest despair. And what has turned out to be the most consistent predictor of a long and happy life? Balance. Today we'll discuss the four main types of balance that need to be achieved to live a truly fulfilling life. Physical balance, work-life balance, balance in the four realms of physical health, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life, and balance between giving and receiving. By keeping these aspects of your life in balance, you'll be more likely to look back at the end of your life with satisfaction, fulfillment, and a heart full of cherished memories instead of regrets. Let's start with physical balance. In older patients, one of the first signs that they may soon no longer be able to live independently is a loss of balance. They fall, break a hip, and often end up in a nursing home. Ask any doctor and they will confirm that the physical condition of a patient's body does not always correspond to their chronological age. When I retired last year, one of my patients in her 80s was still going strong, playing pickleball twice weekly and ziplining on vacations, whereas some of the others in their 60s and 70s were unable to walk short distances without a walker and even needed a wheelchair for greater distances. There are two essential keys to maintaining a good sense of physical balance. The first is use it or lose it. If you already participate in activities that require a good sense of balance, such as skating, biking, skiing, or surfing, keep doing that. Remember that it is much easier to maintain than to regain. Practice standing on one foot without wobbling. If that's easy, do it with your eyes closed or on a slope for greater challenge. You can buy a balance board, which is a flat board with a half ball on the bottom. Skateboarders and snowboarders sometimes use these to work on improving their balance with certain movements. Older people or patients with degenerative neurologic illnesses sometimes use them to help with their balance in a standing position. The second key to maintaining excellent physical balance is to strengthen your muscles, especially those of your core. These muscles allow you to not only maintain your balance, but also if you lose your balance, such as from tripping or slipping, you may be able to reestablish your equilibrium without falling. Maintaining your balance and mobility will allow you to live life to the fullest. The second type of balance is work-life balance. There's a famous line that people throw around stating that no one on their deathbed ever regretted not spending more time at the office. However, this is not entirely true. I've had patients at the end of their lives express regret that they didn't pursue a career path of their dreams, or sometimes simply that they didn't work hard and save money at a young age so that when they retired they could live the dream life of travel or other activities. Instead, they were making choices as to how much of their money could go to food versus how much could go to medicine, with entertainment not even being a consideration. The key to work-life balance, as well as a fulfilling life in general, is to know what is important to you and what it will take to achieve that. My career as a family physician was extremely fulfilling, but it absolutely took a lot of time in order to achieve that career. However, I also made the decision right from the beginning that family was the most important thing in my life. When our children were in elementary school, I was able to be the room mom and plan the Halloween parties and other holiday activities. When my son ran cross country in high school, I was the team mom. I blocked time out of my schedule for cross-country meets, orchestra concerts, band concerts, basketball, and cheerleading. I simply had to plan ahead to do this. Part of the key of work-life balance is the timing of the activities. I worked on medical paperwork at home while my husband continued solving engineering problems and our children focused on their homework. This gave us a sense of purpose and togetherness as we were working on different projects, but in the same house at the same time. There is no universal work-life balance formula, but the important thing is to make daily decisions in the way your time is spent. One day may be mostly spent on work. The next day reaping the benefits of that work, enjoying fun family activities. The third type of balance that is needed is balance in the four realms of life: physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. This does not mean that equal amounts of time need to be spent in each of these realms, but it is important to allot some time for each of these each week. The physical includes making time to exercise and eat healthy foods. Most of my patients expressed the most enjoyment in life when they were feeling strong and energetic from following a healthy lifestyle. The intellectual stimulation can vary from person to person. It could be achieved by your job or from intellectual conversations with your significant other or friends. The emotional fulfillment could be from interactions with family, friends, or animals. The spiritual component may be from a church for some people, from being in nature for other people, or for working toward a meaningful contribution to society for others. The fourth type of balance is between giving and receiving. This does not mean that you need to tally what you've given versus what you've received and that it needs to be equal. It means that you personally should feel a balance of what you give and what you receive. For example, you may give your newborn love, shelter, nourishment, stimulation, and your time. This may require you to give up your own time for sleep and entertainment. Yet the balance is there as you feel fulfilled for that simply by watching your child sleep or smile. But if you are in a relationship with an adult and you are the one who does all of the work and are beginning to feel like a doormat, working on a balance in that aspect of your life could improve your life overall. Conversely, if you are allowing someone to do everything for you without reciprocating, what initially might have seemed like a sweet deal may actually make you feel empty without the joy that results from doing something for someone else. Everyone wants a fulfilling life with few regrets. By working on achieving your ideal balance in life, you'll be able to truly live the life of your dreams. The key is to start now, because the way we live our days is the way we live our lives. If you're enjoying this content, please subscribe to my channel and check out some of the other videos in my series on living the life you would die for.